Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Annapurneshwari Parikh, first year CSE student of Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering, Bangalore. And today in this video, we are going to see about angles, projections, rotation, reflection, contraction, and the expansion. So let us begin with the angles. Angles are nothing but the figure formed by two rays called the sides of an angle and the common endpoint called the vertices. Angles formed by the two rays are also known as the plane angles as they lie in the plane that consist the rays. Angles are also formed by the intersection of two planes called the dihedral angles. Two intersecting curves may also define an angle. And the magnitude of an angle is called an angular measure or simply an angle. So these are the types of angles. For example, 0-degree angle, acute angle, right angle, obtuse angle, straight angle, etc. There are certain rules while naming the angles. So the angles can be named in the following ways. First one, by three capital letters with a vertex letter in the middle. And by one capital letter, that is angle B. By one lower case letter or a number written in the middle of an angle. So the next thing is the projections. Projections transform points in a n space to m space where m is less than n. In a 3D, we map points from 3 space to projection planes along projector emanating from the center of projection. There are two basic types of projection. Those are perspective projection and the parallel projection. So let us go through perspective projection. Perspective projections is perhaps the most common projection technique. Familiar to us as an image formed by an eye or a lens of a photographic film or on a perspective projection. In perspective projection, the lines of the projections are not parallel. Instead, they converge at a single point called the center of projection or the projection reference point. This is the example of a perspective projection. So the next type of the projection is parallel projection. We can define a parallel projection with a projection vector that defines the direction of the projection lines. There are two basic types of a parallel projection. Those are orthographic and the oblique. Where in the orthographic projection, the direction of the projection is equals to the normal to the projection planes. And in the oblique projection, the direction of projection is not equal to the normal to the projection plane. And in the orthographic projection, the projection is perpendicular to the view plane, whereas in the oblique, it is not perpendicular. So the next topic is rotation. Rotation is a transformation that turns a shape around a fixed point. To rotate a shape, we need a center rotation, an angle of rotation, a direction of a rotation. For example, rotate a shape A 90 clockwise about a fixed point. To clarify it, it is a pictorial representation of a rotation describing the rotation steps. The first one is that the center of rotation. The second one, the angle of rotation and the direction of rotation. And it is the another example of the rotation. The next topic is reflection. Reflection is a type of transformation that flips a shape in a mirror line so that each point in the shape same distance from the mirror line has its reflect points. Example, triangle P has been reflected in a line x equals to 4 to give triangle Q. And it is the example for a reflection. And there are certain rules for a reflection. The reflection over x-axis, where x comma y changes to x comma minus y. And the y-axis, x comma y, which changes to y x minus x to x comma y. If y is equals to x, it will changes to y comma x, and x comma y will changes to minus y comma minus x. And the next topic is contraction. Contraction is nothing but, in an operator theory, a state of bounded operator between normed vector space after substituting suitable scale. And there are certain contraction types. Those are contraction hierarchies, contraction mapping, edge contraction, tensor contraction, left and right contraction. And the last but not least, that is expansion. Expansion is the act of expanding. Mathematically speaking, it is a removing all the brackets present in the expression. Usually in the math, we encounter a few expressions where they place two terms, both in a bracket, sides by sides, like this. If, for example, a plus b in the bracket a minus b, this requiring removing of a brackets and simplifying. We know that an equation is true for only certain values of a variable, and we need not to be true for all values of a variable. If it is true for all values of the variable in it, then it is called the identity. These identities are obtained on multiplying one binomial with another. Binomials are also known as a standard identities. We shall learn some of the identities in this topic. And these are the example of some identities. The algebraic expressions like a plus b in the bracket a minus b. And the expansion is a square minus b square. And the next one is that the x plus a and the x minus b. And the expansion of this algebraic expression is that x square plus a plus b into x plus ab. And there are certain other identities of algebraic expression and their expansion. Thank you.